the final episode of 2021.
Oh boy. We couldn't squeak out of this year with one more travesty. Did you hear about Betty White?
Oh, I thought you were gonna go into Fortnite, but yes, I also heard it, which is like an equally big.
Which is worse.
Yeah,
Yeah. I can't wait as a tribute for Fortnite to put Betty White in as a skin. Can you imagine that?
I mean, are we sure that she's not in Fortnite already?
She's gonna be there at midnight. She's the new skin for the first of the year.
No, yeah, they're probably working overtime to get Betty White into the game like immediately.
Oh yeah, they already had it written in her will. Yeah, as soon as I croak, put me into Fortnite.
Not to make light of a serious situation,
Oh no, it's awful. Everybody in the world has come together, and just everybody's so upset about it.
Right. And I mean, yeah, it really sucks. She was literally a day away, or like a few days away from hitting 100.
Yeah.
And I mean, the memes are like, yeah, like the end of 2021 had to really do this, huh? Just
yeah.
It was. I mean, we should have saw it coming because first Fortnite crashed, which was a bad omen, right? 8 hours. I don't even know what people did. And
what did kids do?
What did kids do? What did streamers do? I was pondering this. We'll get into the question of the day soon, but like when Fortnite was down for like 8 hours, we do joke around like what are kids gonna do, but like Fortnite streamers, like that's actually a loss of revenue. That's 8 hours you aren't streaming, and that's 8 hours that you aren't getting, videos or like a live stream out there.
Right. What's the backup game? It can't be Roblox, right? Nobody plays that right now.
I mean, you got Apex and you got Warzone, neither of which you can build stuff or do a dance in. So
they like scramble to run to Walmart and Target or something to buy like Fortnite toys to unbox, and then they're sitting there playing with the action figures, just like it's like I'm still there.
They're walking out like, all right, bye, I'm gonna go buy some stuff for Fortnite skate. They open the door, she's like, the sun's glaring, she's like, what is this? And then like I'm gonna build a car. What? Wait, I can't build.
Why can't I build a ramp to get to my roof? What is this?
This is life? What is this? What I can buy? Is this what I use $1 million+ on? Real life? Huh. That's interesting. But
where's my Boba Fett skin?
Oh yeah, God. We'll get back into Fortnite. So we're changing things up. We're gonna start doing a fun old question of the day. And the first one, I was just watching. It kind of inspired me. But I was watching some Spiderman game video and like different costumes, and it made me think about the trailer where we saw Venom, right? And I think it didn't say it, but wasn't Craven like teased based on the voice?
Yeah, I think he was like the one narrating the trailer or something like that.
So like, if you weren't aware, in every Miles Morales storyline, it's basically the universe where Peter Parker dies. And in this case, I'm wondering, especially you, Derek, but what do you guys think? Do you think like Peter Parker is going to die in the next Spider-Man? Insomniac Spider-Man game? Because for me, it's like, the way I picture it, it's not gonna be a co-op game, which I think would be awesome. But I think it's gonna be a Spider-Man game where, you play as each character separately depending on the mission, but then it ends with Peter Parker dying, because we haven't had a Spider-Man or a Miles Morales version where he's not dead. And by the end of the game, I'm sure Peter Parker would have taught him everything he needs to know about being Spider-Man.
I could see it. I could see them just sticking with like Miles for the rest of it.
Right, because
I still want them to maybe bring in like the other symbiotes too, and just do like a Venom game as like a spinoff. That would be so. I got
never played Web of Shadows, obviously.
Oh, Web of Shadows was amazing. That's the problem with all the spin-off Spider games, like not based off the movies or anything. They're like the best ones.
Oh yeah, oh definitely.
But I just watched Venom 2 last night. I thought it was really good for like what it was. I still think if it would have been 100% better if it was rated like R.
Right.
And Carnage really got to like let loose.
Carnage is literally about like mass murder, basically. Like Carnage, yeah. It's the name. If you give me, I think it'd be a perfect Spider-Man game that, like, yeah, I mean, obviously it's like based on comics, it's like cartoony, and I get that. And there's like the hard-hitting death, or at least in first Insomniac Spider-Man, which I don't think I'm spoiling it because it's been, what, 3 years now?
Right, yeah.
Yeah, Aunt May dies, which I thought was a good, I thought that was a good play. Like, I thought that was a very interesting one to do. But, if you gave me a Spider-Man game where, like, Carnage is going around literally murdering people, and, like, Peter Parker has to deal with, like, this, or whatever Spider-Man has to deal with, like, the psychological effect of that, like, it's like, I'm gonna beat a Kingpin again. Okay, and then, like, Carnage just comes along and just, like, slices someone in two. Just like, what the...
That's the dream, right? Right. They just let Carnage go and do his thing.
Right. Because it would just be cool to. I mean, yes. I mean, or not yes, but I believe Peter Parker's gonna die by the end of the second Insomniac Spider-Man game. But if you added Carnage into the mix, or actually, you know what? Scrap that. I just want a Web of Shadows 2 by Insomniac. That game was awesome. Yeah. That was awesome. That was that's why I always wanted it from a Venom storyline. Like, everyone's infected, basically like zombies, monsters. That game was like I replayed that game like 3 times over, and there was 3 different endings. It was like neutral, good, and then like evil. Which
it was great. It was so good.
You want a Spider-Man game where we just infect all your friends and you have to fight them like Wolverine? We got you. Like, okay, I didn't ask for this, but you know what? I'll take it. I'm running with it. Shattered Dimensions was I didn't like Shattered. Wait, it was called Shattered Dimensions, right? That
was the one with Spider-Man 2099 in it, right? I think.
Yeah, there was like a couple different Spider-Mans, and like the twist was the evil guy was Peter Parker. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, what didn't see that one coming, but. What do you guys think? Do you think Peter Parker's gonna die in Insomniac Spider-Man 2? Let us know. Literally anywhere on the internet, including YouTube or our website, Goons Games and Gear. And you can literally send us a voice message, and we'll talk about it. I promise you.
Yeah, we will.
So I mean, we or at least I played more competitive in Smash than you did. I mean, you play more casually, which is probably the better route anyway. But I'm not sure you saw it when it was announced, but Panda Games basically, Panda Global, they kickstarted like a super amazing GameCube controller. Did you read about it when first? Yeah.
Yeah, I saw these. I wanted one. They're just like super cool to have for like everything I would play on there.
Oh yeah, but not even that. But like they literally thought about everything that you need for its USB-C, which is great. You can remove the gates on the analog stick, so you don't have to hit corners. They have a D-pad switch, so you can turn it off and on. There's a rumble switch. The buttons are removable, so you can have your own. You can make it hair triggers, which is amazing. There's motion controls, which whatever. L3, R3 clicks for the analog sticks, and it's a wireless GameCube controller. That's all we wanted. I missed the Wavebird.
Yeah,
that game.
Oh, it was great.
But sadly, it was canceled because okay, here's the thing. It was canceled because in China, the person or the company manufacturing them was going through rolling blackouts plus COVID problems, right? I think at that point, God just didn't want this to exist because he's like,
it was too powerful. God was stopping it.
All right, rolling blackout. Okay, guys, I know we're blackouts. You're in. COVID. Sorry, everyone's cured. Oh, cool. All right, everyone, we're good. More rolling blackouts. Like, why? High quality parts. I didn't see a price tag on it. Did you?
I think they were pretty pricey, if I remember. I think it was like $100 or something like that.
Yeah, but like this is a pro. This would be like.
Right. This is comparable to like a SCUF controller for like PlayStation or Xbox. That's like kind of fully customizable.
Right. Yeah, and this is like a wireless GameCube controller, which everyone loves. Like everyone loves the GameCube controller.
Yeah.
Right. It's worth it, Like, so it raised $1.9 million on the Kickstarter, and it had 100,000 goal. So obviously everyone wanted it. So it's really it's disappointing. I mean, I would probably want it just as like a collector's item.
Right. That's like the N64 controller they made for the online service that nobody can get now. So, unless you want to spend $300 on eBay.
Thanks for your money. You just paid for lag. Congratulations. You did it.
Now I get to wait 33 seconds instead of 30 seconds when I put an input in. That's great.
And and the worst part is that Panda is also the one that somehow is officially partnering with Nintendo for an official licensed Super Smash Bros. Tournament. They performed miracles. It's just apparently it was too much to handle.
Panda's getting it like so good in with Nintendo. Like I don't understand how they pulled this off. Like they definitely had to pay Nintendo, right, to get licensing to make a GameCube controller. Like I assume that's how it works with all these third-party companies.
It's not an official GameCube controller. I mean, it has the design, but I think because it has the another as an LB, and actually with all these attachments, it depends if they describe them, because it's just called the Panda controller.
Right.
So I don't think they let's see, attempt to crowdfund an updated version of the classic Nintendo GameCube controller. I mean, popular thanks to yeah, I don't think they had to worry about royalties for Nintendo. But I'm not 100% sure. If anyone wants to correct me on that, by all means. But based on what I've read, there's nothing to indicate that.
Right.
I think if there was like Mario or some kind of Nintendo property on the controller, like Power A does, then
yeah, or if you were like Mad Catz or something, where it was literally like they would put GameCube controller on the box or whatever.
Right. So like that they have to, but this I don't think legally I don't think they have to, like, because there's other third-party controllers that's like in the vein of like an Xbox controller, but they didn't have to like Mad Catz, I guess. Mad Catz made regular controllers, right?
Mad Catz was the like king of third-party controllers back in the day.
Well, like they made I'm saying it's like third-party controllers
they made like their own like Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like they're made based off of, an Xbox controller, but they don't have to pay Xbox. So
yeah. I would if I was Panda, I would be really stingy with it and just like not sell it to like competitors at tournaments. So like we would go to like if I'm on Team Panda and I have this like super doped out controller, to be like, oh, you have that original controller? Yeah, watch this. And just like wave dash around.
Yeah, just flex on them. Like, oh, can you do this? I always thought the weirdest one in this advanced features, they have the D-pad switch. Did you know that some people can do an unintentional taunt in the middle of an intense match? Well, we'll never have you'll never have to accidentally get hit by a taunt to get bodied combo again by simply switching your D-pad off. I've never heard of someone doing this.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. And like, what about like Luigi's taunt? Like, that's a viable move that people use in their combos.
Well, no, this is just a switch, so that way you don't like you'd have this switch on for basically any character that isn't Luigi, so that way you don't have to.
Oh, okay.
But I guess their point is that like, oh, you can misclick. I've never had that issue. But
every time I've hit that button, it's with purpose, wholehearted purpose.
Come on,
Yeah.
That's with purpose. I would not turn that off. But other than that, like, yeah, I mean, what is the most you would pay for this controller?
I'd say like 130. It would be the most I would pay for it. I think it was like 100 if I remember correctly, though. But like 100 to 130.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I think after that, it's pushing it. And it also says apparently, and because it's coming with the USB-C, it's going to have a PC compatibility plus updated like drivers and new features, which I don't really understand how they're going to do that. But also, that's cool. I just want to mention, I think like if you could remove motion controls from a controller, and save me like $10, I would take it in a heartbeat.
Yeah. What do I need motion controls for?
Yeah, yeah, it's like even Nintendo games don't even like focus on. Oh, you know what? I want to talk about this for a second. I'm debating on buying an 8-bit Do Pro 2 controller for an unboxing, and they mentioned how it doesn't include HD Rumble, and I'm like, who cares? Like, it's HD Rumble, like what? Nintendo like praised it, but like the only game that actually utilized it was 1-2 Switch, and that game sucked.
What I don't understand, right, is like all these controllers that add it, you still 90% of the time need the Joy-Con to play the game. So like 1-2 Switch, for example, you can only use one Joy-Con. You can't use like a controller like this.
Right. I just feel like they really overhyped HD Rumble when it.
Oh yeah, it's
like oh, you can feel it like as if there's ice cubes in there. Like, I don't even want to touch normal ice cubes. Is there
ice cubes in there, Nintendo? Did you actually put ice cubes in my Joy-Con? Is that why the stick doesn't work?
And this is also an ice cube dispenser. Okay, thanks, Nintendo.
Thank you, Sakurai.
Yeah, motion controllers are kind of like, I don't know. I think they're overrated. I think 99.9% of games don't use it, and when Nintendo does,
there's
it's like
the reason why.
I think Splatoon 3 is gonna have like it uses gyro controls,
and like that's fine. Like it works for the people who want it, I guess.
Yeah, but I don't know. When I was playing Splatoon 1 on the Wii U, it was just really weird holding my Fisher Price toy and like tilting.
Yeah.
Oh, my Fisher Price toy. God, my one regret with the Wii U is not buying the Wind Waker one and keeping it.
Yeah.
Like that was a great bundle. Yeah. Nintendo, where are more Switch bundles?
Where's the Switch? I feel like we have nothing coming for it. Come on.
Oh, we got Arceus.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and Arceus. But we'll get to Arceus in a little bit.
3 eventually, but
eventually. So we were joking around before, right, about Fortnite being down. So 8 hours, right? And you got nothing to do. You can't play Fortnite. People were outraged. Although I saw some articles saying 5 hours, and I saw other ones saying 8. So I'm not sure which one it is. All I know is that they basically just like didn't really detail what the problem was, but I have to imagine it's pretty big if all of Fortnite was down.
Yeah, I'd assume it's some sort of like internal server errors at like Epic Games.
Too many people bought our skins. It overloaded. Tom Holland. It was way too much for the servers to handle.
We made the mistake of putting Tom Holland and Boba Fett at the same time. We're sorry. Please keep your credit card numbers ready. We'll be back online soon.
I would don't put your credit cards away. That's the last thing you want to do in a situation like this. Yeah. Like
it'll keep the servers down longer.
A video on what to do when Fortnite is down. Step 1: do not put away your credit card. You will need it the second it's back online. In fact, we'll have a back online discount. Like,
in fact, just type it in now and it'll load up the server faster.
Do it. Now. So this is kind of big. This is assuming it's true, but there's a leak, or I'm not sure if it's rumor leak, but basically Fortnite might be coming out with a no build mode as a limited time event. And we've mentioned on a previous episode that like we'd probably enjoy it, possibly, if there was no building involved.
Yeah.
So what do you think? Do you think we should try it?
Are we screwed? Yeah. Do we jump in? Do we
go
buy all the skins?
Yeah, you just feel like your credit card just starts shaking in your wallet. It just like
my
lifts
wallet,
up into the air.
My wallet just flies out of my pocket, just like, where are you going?
Dude, like where are you going? It just like slaps onto the screen, or like goes to the keyboard. Fortnite.
Yeah, it types in Epic Games Store.
I was seeing that like a lot of like pro or like streaming Fortnite people, they're like, this is stupid because if I wanted to play a battle royale with no building, I'd play like Warzone or Apex Legends. And to that, I'd say, wow, like, wow, cry about it. Like
What is it? It's just a different mode. Just you can still play your build mode. It's okay.
You still have your skins. They remember that.
Right. Yeah. You're not losing your skins. You don't have to play this mode. It's just for people that want to.
Right. That's what a limited time event is. I mean, there's rare occasions where like a limited time event is so popular that like, you know, they make it permanent. But besides that, or those instances, like assuming it's not going to stay here forever. But I mean, I would like that personally. Because I mean, I mentioned it before, but like there's just such an insane skill gap in Fortnite. It just makes it unfun. Oh yeah. Just building. That's why I don't like building, is because, you know, you watch any Fortnite stream, they're like shaking the screen and they built like 10 different walls and like a monument and like a toilet. You know, it's like, you know,
they're up 30 stories and I put like one wall in front of me. I'm dead. Like...
and here is my little wooden wall.
Yeah.
Versus like a giant ivory tower. So, you know, I don't know. I'd be willing to try this, especially with you. Like if there was no building, and see how, if I enjoyed it without the building. I mean, I like Warzone and I guess Apex Legends and by extension, but you know, it really is the building in this game that gets to me, and possibly others.
Yeah. I like the gunplay in Fortnite. I always thought it was like unique to its own thing, you know.
I love the emotes.
I like spending money on Fortnite. Buying skins, Spiderman.
And Cobra Kai's come to Fortnite too, and it has the crane kick emote.
What?
Yeah, right.
What?
God,
what is wrong with the world? They literally have everything.
I know.
My prediction of Betty White doesn't seem so far-fetched now.
I was thinking about this, and like, what, like, will they hit a point where they have no crossover events? Like, they just get everything? You know, it's like,
what do we do now, sir? What do you mean? We finally played a game.
And now we're working on presidents of the United States.
That's what it's going to come to, right? They're adding, like, I don't know.
Now you're
like
a pair
George
of
Washington, pants. Ben Franklin.
You're Mickey Mouse. Pass.
Oh,
you're just like a piece of
these guys.
You're just like a pair of underwear, just like floating. Yeah, all right.
You're my left stinky boot. Congratulations.
Now you're a milk crate. That. I'm just saying, like, you know, that's
anything you want.
At some point, they're gonna like panic and like have to like actually think about who they haven't done yet.
Right, they're gonna have to think it through.
And because at some point they're gonna also remember, like, oh wait, we have our original game where we fight zombies. We do? Why?
No. We didn't shut that down. Oh, we forgot.
Dude, all right, you know what? All right, hear my words. If they make Todd Howard a playable character, I'll buy it.
I'll main Fortnite. Yep. Add Alduin with a gun. I'm sold.
It's a dragon.
You're just a dragon flying around with an AK.
This giant dragon.
You like build in a little box and your wings are just like phasing out of the box.
Where could he be?
They'll never find me in here.
Give me Reggie, give me Todd Howard, and give me Pepsi Man. Why not?
Yeah, Pepsi Man, Kool-Aid Man. Give me him.
Oh yeah, he could. Yeah, and he has the power to break through walls. But well, anyway, excuse me. We're professional podcasters, so you know. So I kind of put this on as a thumbnail, but I don't understand this. Marvel's Avengers may be getting She-Hulk DLC. In other news, who cares? Like, what? Dude, this game's dead. Just kill it. Just stop.
Right?
Stop.
You got to give, like, Crystal Dynamics, like, one thing. Like, they will not let this die, and they continue to try and, like, work on it. But, like, everything they do is just so bad for it.
Right.
Like, look at Spider-Man. Like, he was a giant flop, and that was, like, a big thing coming to it.
And only half the player base, assuming it's split, like, half, got that.
Right. Yeah.
I appreciate them working on the game, but that only works when it actually like yields results. You know,
Right.
like
People are
No
actually
Man's Sky.
playing the stuff.
Right, like No Man's Sky, they kept making strides with these awesome updates, like these big updates that would come out and like add more to the game that they promised. I'm trying to think. There was another example. I just can't remember it about like updating a game to make it fun. But this game is just
Battlefront 2.
Oh,
like
yeah,
Star Wars Battlefront 2, like the EA one. Like they made that game perfect towards the end, and everybody went back and played it.
Like okay, it'd be interesting if there's a She-Hulk DLC, even though you literally have. Actually, see, I'm gonna take a step back for a second. I don't understand what their thought logic was with this game, because the DLCs was like Hawkeye, another woman with arrow powers, and then Black Panther.
What's her name? I forget what her name is, but like the only thought I could have is that they're gonna bounce off the like hype of the She-Hulk show they're doing, but like
hype.
Why would you not do Ant-Man, right? Like someone people care about already. Do like Guardian. They did. I
don't think you could do Ant-Man because like how do you make his combat where you're super tiny? You know, like.
I assume it would just be like combos where he's just like punch, he like shrinks really quick and then punches again, and then like it'd be stupid, but like it's a character people know already. Like She-Hulk, like I guess more people know now that she's kind of like Marvel's introduced her for stuff. But
give me Daredevil.
Yeah, do the Defenders.
Because
come on.
Here's the problem I'm having with She-Hulk. It's because like don't get me wrong, it's an I guess an interesting character, but what is the woman's name that the main character in Avengers?
The
stretchy arm, or like
it's Miss Marvel is her like superhero name or whatever.
Oh right, but okay. Well, like her, like that's basically what She-Hulk does, but on a more like enhancing scale. That's why I didn't understand why Hawkeye and then whatever the female
Kate
name
Bishop,
was.
That's her name.
What?
Kate Bishop is female Hawkeye.
Yeah, like okay, why did you give me two different like arrow users? Why aren't you just like making the content variety?
Right?
Like because this is a character, yeah, she's gonna hit hard, but we already have the Hulk, so and we have stretchy lady. So give me some. Daredevil, on the other hand, is literally like acrobatic, but a human. Like he doesn't even have superpowers. He's disabled.
Yeah.
Like
yeah. Do Daredevil. Do the Fantastic Four. Do who's the other one I was just thinking? Do Ghost Rider. Dude, Ghost Rider would be sweet
Ghost
in
Rider.
that game.
Did you see God, I'm terrible with actor names. The guy from Walking
Norman
Dead.
Reedus.
Yeah.
He wants to do Ghost Rider. I think that's a good fit. I think he'd be good with it.
Except Nicolas Cage is already Ghost Rider, so I don't make Ghost Rider 3.
That is his role. He is in the MCU for that. All right, he's coming back for it.
Like you have better options, but okay, I'll tell you what. If you want more female options, let's see here. I mean, you could just add
Captain Marvel.
Yeah, I was gonna say you could just add Captain Marvel. She'd be like a different from that'd be another flying character that's different from Iron Man. Let's see here. I'm trying to
think the other females in like the MCU.
You could do
movie wise.
What is the female in Fantastic Four?
Invisible Woman.
Okay, I was hoping I was wrong on that. But, I mean, you could
do Wasp
abilities, right? Oh, the Wasp. That would be cool.
She could like create like force fields around people and like lift them up.
Yeah,
Invisible Woman.
So, I want like, Teen Titans. Cool. Teen Titans. Bumblebee.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, like you know, like she had like the zappers. You know, she could shrink also, right? She could shrink. Pretty sure she could shrink.
Yeah.
She could shrink. She was like a B character. Actually, and I mean, and if any character goes anywhere from Teen Titans. Oh wow, Teen Titans. What am I talking about? It's DC. I completely forgot this is a
you know what? Just add Robin, add Cyborg, Beast Boy, bring them all in. Honestly, it might fix the game.
Give me the Defenders, actually. Well, I mean, yeah. Hulk is like a is kind of like Luke Cage, so I guess that kind of out. But
right.
Daredevil, and Iron Fist. Iron Fist would be cool.
Oh, Iron Fist would be good. Yeah, I was gonna say Jessica Jones.
Yeah, she
would just be like She-Hulk.
Yeah, she
just punches hard.
Right. I God, that show sucked. I feel like there's another.
Who else is in the? Do Rescue. What's her name? Pepper Potts. When she has like her iron.
Oh, okay.
Like she'd just be Iron Man. Yeah.
Right. You could do Valkyrie.
Valkyrie would be cool.
Do Valkyrie. Let's see here. You could do Spider-Man's girlfriend in the movies. Just
do like Spider-Gwen.
Oh yeah, Spider-Gwen.
Gamora.
They could totally solve this Spider-Man thing by giving Spider-Gwen to Xbox or everyone else, or just in general.
Yeah, right. Or just release the game for everybody. Don't be stingy about it.
Well, the thing is, I assume PlayStation. PlayStation has Insomniac, and I'm sure they had like some kind of not exclusivity, but like some kind of special relationship with Spider-Man, and then special, and then like obviously they thought this was gonna be a huge hit, and when it was an insane flop. So let's see here. Trying to think of other. I mean, I guess that's enough.
Scarlet Witch.
Oh.
That's the other female I was thinking of. Yeah.
Scarlet Witch. Yep, that's it. It's over. Yep, Scarlet Witch.
She'd be sweet.
And then the last one you could have I don't remember her name, but it's the daughter of Wolverine.
Oh, X-23. Is that her?
Yeah. I'm just saying. Well, that's our list of characters who should be female or even I guess DC, because I rambled off thinking
right. Teen Titans. Come on.
Right. Yeah, give me but a side note, give me Teen Titan Games.
Yeah, but in the art style of the original show with the original voice actors. Literally, I just want to play through the original show.
Right.
That's it.
Right. No, I agree. Yeah. Just do that. And you got a great game and I'll buy it. Congratulations. Oh, you know what? I didn't put this article up for us, but did you read that there's a Smurf game that was remastered and it's like the most gorgeous game on the Switch right now?
No. What?
Look up Smurf Mission Belief. And it's like you'll see, you can see gameplay of it and it's just this is weirdly gorgeous. And people describe it as apparently some kind of amazing platformer, like a Smurf game.
Wow, what?
It's
where did this come from?
Yeah, exactly. Makes no sense whatsoever.
It looks so good.
It's just what is this, Unreal Engine 6?
Yeah, seriously. This was the first Unreal Engine 5 game.
Apparently. God. Yeah, right? Who knew a Smurf game would look at that gorgeous,
right?
I just wanted to bring that up. Excuse me. Hey, guess what? We got some Pokemon news. Well,
let me.
It's more of a conversation.
My whistle here before I yell a lot.
So, there's a leak that in the new Pokemon Arceus, which is coming out less than a month now, that you have, in order to get to Arceus, you have to catch every Pokemon in the game, and people are freaking out. Well, actually, it's two parts. They're freaking out about that, but they're also freaking out that apparently, and I hadn't mentioned this before to you, but they're apparently removing stats, removing abilities, and no held items, no breeding.
Okay, I don't like that part. I'll agree with the rioters on that one. That makes no sense. But
give me a Wiggly Tough pillow or we riot.
Right.
I don't understand why the no stat. So, okay, if there's no competitive Pokemon, I can understand the no held items. I can kind of understand the no breeding, but even then it's why? But no stats and no abilities. Well,
right. What's the point?
See, that scares me if true. That's going to seem really weird and boring. But that might play into my weird super idea that they're just going to make it so you can import the Pokemon from this game to Sword and Shield.
Right. But how would the stats and ability work there? They just wouldn't have any abilities?
No, I mean, like, they do what they did with, like, the Gen 1 transfers and stuff like that. They would just update it and just add what would have already been, and then new ones for the Hisuian forms.
Okay.
The leaker Riddler Q also reveals that players can only increase... Wait, it says only increase stats similarly to LGPE with candies. What's LGPE? I don't know what that is. All legendary Pokemon battles are hard boss battles, okay, and some Pokemon in particular will be very hard to find. While none have been confirmed, it has some Pokemon fan worries. One fan said, I like how they just put one fan, like no actual quote, but I understand this is a difference, or this is different to our traditional Pokemon experience, but is removing abilities really necessary? Because for me, I don't see it causing a net negative for the game. Like, as much as I enjoy LGPE, what is LGPE? Yeah. I really disliked the removal of...
let's go Pikachu and Eevee.
Yeah. I really disliked the removal of held items and abilities.
I mean, I don't know. So they keep going. They're like, no abilities or held items. I hated Let's Go because of how dumbed down it was. Hope this isn't the case here.
Well, you played Let's Go. How was it without held items?
It was fine. Like, the game's super dumbed down, so you just kind of like go in and take it as it is. And you know what? For everybody who complained about Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, everybody bought it and everybody enjoyed it, and people still play it a ton because like the shiny catching in that game, like the system for it is like so much fun with the like chain catching and stuff like that. So, people will just complain.
Right. Well, that's a Pokemon fan for you.
Right.
I don't know if it was like a fever dream, but I was like kind of hoping that we get a cool Pokemon game where like every year they have one big expansion where it's just a new region, and like it's like they support it like an MMO. So rather than a new game every 2 years.
Yeah, that's got to be like the end game, right? Where like Pokemon Company is like done making new games, and we just go to like an online MMO where you pay a subscription and you start in Kanto, and then every year they just add a new region to it.
Right. That's how I would like to see the Pokemon, the direction Pokemon lead to. I'm not sure necessarily MMO per se, but like it'd be cool that like you did like kind of not a port of the region, but like maybe take inspiration from the anime, or like the scenery and stuff like that.
Right.
Because I would love to see, like, for example, from the Unova region, the World Championship, or like was it Battle Train or was it World Championship?
I think it was World Championship.
Because they had like previous gym leaders and stuff like that. They had everyone just like duking it out in this tournament. And then Sword and Shield kind of has that, but not like for any older games.
Right.
But either way, it's like this kind of information does scare me for Pokemon Legends Arceus. I thought to myself, I'm probably gonna get it in the hopes that in future games I'm able to transfer over the new Hisuian Pokemon, because like Basculete Legion is like one of the coolest designed Pokemon ever.
Right.
So, because I mean, there has to be plans for that, right? Like they have to have something in mind for future Pokemon games.
My big brain thought for this, fossils, right? Though. Well, my big brain thought for this, right, is that like I don't care about catching everything to catch Arceus. Like if you have a problem with that, like I don't know what to tell you. Go play some other series or something. That's the point of the game. The catch line is catch them all. But like, so the original leaks for this game, right? Everybody thought when the map and all that like leaked, the setup seems like Monster Hunter. So I think what they're gonna do is like they're gonna do almost like a Monster Hunter setup where it's like updates every couple of months. So maybe we're gonna, because like the lore of the game is like you're discovering whatever the region is, I forget.
Hisuian.
And Hisuian region. So maybe like the first update will be like, all right, now we've discovered all the Pokemon, we've learned what we can. Now we're gonna learn about like their abilities. So like patch 1.1 or whatever will be like the abilities patch. Kind of like what Monster Hunter does, where it's like, oh, now that like lore wise, we played through the story, we fought the Elder Dragons. Here's new monsters we discovered because we did all this stuff, and so on and so forth. So I think that would be sweet for this, and that'd be like a really big change to Pokemon, you know.
Or it was your idea last time where it's like as DLC they added like a battle coliseum, right?
Oh, I think that'll be part of it, yeah. Regardless of however they structure it, but
I mean that's what I hope too. But I think it's gonna have criticism to it because they're gonna be like, why didn't you have like battling online in the first place? Which I think is kind of fair, but at the same time, we were kind of saying before that Sword and Shield was like the first step into like real 3D Pokemon game. But realistically, It's this one because everything is quote like wild area.
Right. This is the one that like all the Pokemon actually have the new models. They're not like recycled 3DS models or whatever they used for Sword and Shield. You know, they're in the overworld. They're designed for that. The battle system is like a real time. Like you hit a Pokemon, you're throwing out your Pokeball, and they're there. So
right.
So this is
mind
the one
you, this
that's
is
really
also like
the first step.
This is a prequel too.
Right.
There's a prequel to Sinnoh. So like, because the only way, if they're not going to allow you to transfer Pokemon out of this game, then, which would be dumb, I'd imagine they're making for future games Hisuian forms fossils.
Right, because what's the point of making them if we can't get them ever again?
Right. And it'd just be kind of weird. I mean, because I like alternate forms. Like a lot of them, I like them more than the original. Like Golems, Sandslash. Maybe not Weezing. Weezing's more funny.
Yeah,
I like a Alolan Raichu more than Raichu. I think that was a good play on serving Pikachu. Like that was a really interesting take on it. I didn't like Alolan
Galarian Meowth.
I don't like Galarian. Oh, Galarian Meowth. Okay, and Berserker, that was really cool. Yeah. That made it's like okay, that was awesome.
Not Alolan, the chonky the version or whatever.
No, we don't talk about that one, but you know. So either way, I'm nervous to get this game. I hope there's a direct soon more about it and or telling me if they have DLC plans. I think they did that for Sword and Shield where they told us beforehand they're going to come out with DLC, right?
Yeah, they had a direct, literally I think it was the Thursday before Sword and Shield came out, and it came out on a Friday or something.
And they outlined everything, and then also we have 2 different DLC packs coming out for the game.
Yeah.
So,
or it was the if it wasn't that, it was the direct right after it that they were season pass coming, which is fine. I'd buy DLC.
So, all right, well, I mean, Pokemon. I mean, let's just hope, I guess, right? I mean, we're probably gonna get it anyway.
Right, it's something to play until Elden Ring comes out, and then I'll never touch it again.
God. Okay, so this pertains to, I guess, more so me, but you also like playing Battlefield. There's a lot of leaks today, or at least this episode. There's apparently leaks.
I wanted to mention too. It's crazy to me, right? That all of our Pokemon RCS information has literally been leaks, right? They've had 3 videos of actual information, and they were all useless. One was just to show off Voltorb's new form, and the other 2 were meet the people in the world, but that doesn't really tell me anything about the game.
Whoa, I care about the story in this Pokemon game.
Right.
Team Platinum.
Unless it's going to be great,
Yeah, is there going to be death? Is there going to be, is there going to be,
right.
Give me in a good story and we'll think about it.
Pikachu used Thunderbolt on me in the bathtub.
I love that meme. Can I please get back to my Battlefield?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So there's it's basically a leak, but apparently season 1 is gonna start in March, and that's a long time away from where we are currently versus its competitors like Call of Duty. Like, what are you doing, Battlefield? What happened? Obviously we could tell it was a rush launch, right? Like, because it was so buggy, especially at the start. Personally, I love it and still love it. I've been playing it a lot more recently, but I digress. It's just like, you're gonna wait 3 months. It's 3 months, right? 3 months for the first season of content. What do you?
I don't know what's wrong with them. Right? Yeah, they went all hands on deck for this game, and they just they ruined it for whatever reason.
There's these Battlefield players are basically saying I'm just gonna play Vanguard because why would I wait so long for new content? I thought it was gonna be late January, if that, because they said early next year, but March, that's the end of the first quarter.
Right? There's way too many games coming out between now and then that Battlefield will just be left in the dust.
Which is, and I love it too. I absolutely love it. When we play together, probably some of the best times of my life.
So much fun. Yeah.
Right. But it's just they're just botching it so badly. I don't and this wouldn't have been an issue if they just held out the sale until February. That's all they had to do. And you missed a Christmas rush, but because of all the negative publicity that you got before, when the game came out, I don't think I imagine their holiday sales was not good.
I can't imagine it was. Everybody went for Call of Duty or Halo, honestly, if you have an Xbox. Right.
And Halo's also, Infinite at least, is free. Oh, you don't have to have an Xbox. Right. You can have a PC, assuming it runs it.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So, this is just 5 months a total of no content on launch. I don't know. That's really disappointing. And it's a leak. It could be wrong though, but considering they haven't said anything for plans into the new year yet. But side note though, I was on, it might have been earlier today. Yeah, I think it was earlier today. They do these random portal modes. And this one was like elves, humans versus elves, and one side has a Christmas LMG, and the other side is just all elves that you can only stab. And it was just it was interesting, but here's the kicker though, it was 50 to literally 0, and it wasn't counting their kills for some reason. Because I saw them get kills, and it didn't count it on the scoreboard. So, because even Portal by itself is interesting. Making your own game mode, it's like a Battlefield custom game. But this Battlefield, I love it, but you gotta do better, EA. I don't know what's going on, but they want to support it too, so they must have big plans. It's just, I don't know. I'm not sure where what other EA game are they working on? Mass Effect? BioWare's on Mass Effect, right?
BioWare, yeah. So everybody else should be on this.
What about Anthem? They should. They're still a crew for Anthem.
Oh, that's right. Anthem 2. Yeah, the hit sequel's coming. You wait one day, it'll come out, and nobody will play it.
Are they actually working on Anthem 2?
I think they had announced it because they canceled the last big patch or something for the first Anthem. I don't know, whatever it was, 3 years ago now.
Hello,
they were like, "Oh, we're just working on a sequel." Yeah.
I feel like they might have to change the name too. So there was so much negativity to the first one. It's do you really want to be associated with it?
Right. EA needs to do something. They're really bad right now, I feel like.
But so does Ubisoft, because they are also just facing an insane exodus. As much as Activision Blizzard.
Yeah.
Apparently there's so many people leaving that they don't know what direction the games are going in now, or games in development, because the talent is just gone.
Right. All the leads left for every big project, like Far Cry. I think Rainbow Six is the only one that's still there, right?
Right, but they have to only work on Rainbow. They have to only work on Rainbow Six because, that's
right, that's their department.
Right. Apparently it's mostly higher ups like seniors and just developers, which also isn't well. I mean, depending on how you look at it, if the management is leaving, then the direction of the game's going to change or just end up terrible.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Warcraft has some live service design injected into it. Apparently, and there's also a report that Far Cry is going to be injecting some live service design into it. I don't know what that mean. Yeah, I don't know how you can do that with Far Cry. You already didn't provide multiplayer.
Right. It was single player only this year. So,
which Far Cry 2.
Oh my God. Far Cry 2 multiplayer. Ubisoft, you really were just in your prime back then. Splinter Cell, Rainbow Six Vegas 1 and 2. The old Far Cry 2 and 3. You guys were killing it back then.
And then just like, I feel like
now
the real
decline. Like Assassin's Creed and Siege, and that's really it that you're really exceeding at.
I want to say it was Far Cry Primal that really was showing me that like they're going downhill. That game, I was like, what? Why was this even an idea? Yeah. Like,
Far Cry should have just stopped. I guess it just like they couldn't keep it.
No, I mean it's not spoilers because it was in the season pass, but like Voss is back in the season pass, and he's alive.
Oh right, I saw that.
But like he's actually alive.
You play as him, don't you? In the season pass,
I think you play more of like
that expansion,
like a fever dream kind of thing. But
oh okay.
But it reveals that he's actually alive.
Yeah, that's nuts.
And he was like the best Far Cry character, or not even Far Cry itself, but like literally one of the best developed / designed characters in video games that I can think of.
Yeah.
Like I mean obviously he's first is like Ash Ketchum. Like he's like perfectly rounded out. That character, he's gone through so much.
Right. He gave up Greninja, he gave up Charizard, he gave up Gudra. I'm surprised he hasn't given up Pikachu yet. Just threw him in the river and let him drift down.
Butterfree.
Any girl that ever talked to him. I cannot wait for Ash to just give up Dragonite and Gengar. I can't wait for it. He's gonna blunder it so hard.
I don't think he's gonna give him up. I think all of them.
I think they're just gonna leave. Be like, yeah, you're too powerful. We need to nerf you somehow.
I think if he's gonna release any of them, it's gonna be Lucario. He's gonna be like, here, you also are a defender of the forest, like my Greninja. He released everyone into a forest. Like,
I hate him. All right, Gudra, protect the swamp. Charizard, protect this volcano. Where's Primeape? Remember Primeape, dude?
The one like, episode.
Go train and I'll come get. Yeah, he caught a Primeape and he was like, "You're great. Go train and I'll come back for you." And he never went back.
And he doesn't get like
He's still waiting for him.
He didn't get a fighting type again until like Generation 4. But even then, yeah, I'd love to see Primeape just like super swole and just like
right. Ash, I'm here. I've learned to talk. Bring me to Arceus. I'm gonna punch him.
I've learned every move ever.
I am every type ever.
I'm even types you didn't know existed. Like, yeah. So, like, well, either way, back to Ubisoft though. Yeah, they're bleeding talent. Them and Activision are I guess competing for bleeding talent. Although I think Activision Blizzard's more of a ghost town at this point. So
they're winning.
I'm so excited for the next Call of Duty, like Call of Duty Ghost 2, but it's more like
it's gonna be like there's like one guy working on it, right? It's gonna be like stick figures shooting each other. This is all we could afford this year, guys.
Call of Duty devolved, and it's just like
it's like squares versus circles or something.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. tell us anywhere on the internet what you thought and answer a question of the day about Peter Parker, or at least in Insomniac Games.
Let us know.
Yeah, let us know. Join us on TikTok. We're posting daily content there. Join us on the website, Goons Gaming Gear. We got funny art. Well, we got not Twitter. Oh yeah, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. Tell your friends, family, neighbors, cats, dogs, painters about us. And check out the website.
Happy New Year.
Oh, Happy New Year.
It's also New Year's Eve. We forgot to mention that. But
yeah, when you listen to this episode, it's probably going to be like, a couple days after. But we have a good one,
It'll
guys.
be 2022.
Yeah. To a new year. Bye, guys.
Yay.